live? Look at this.
We are live now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jeff Kolaski. I'm at the Strategic Air Command and Aerospace Museum. We're going to give you all a look at something that some of you have maybe never seen. And hopefully this is something that you will think is as cool as I think. We are going to be moving a few aircraft. It's a nice brisk morning today, and we are going to be moving a couple aircraft outside because we have a rental this weekend that uses some of our space, and they pay big money to get these aircraft moved. So I'm gonna be here with you guys and show you this process. So if you notice over here, we got Andrew P. Beamer. He is our restoration director. He's running the show here. So if you're new to this, if you've never seen this happen before, these hangars have big, huge doors. And they open like so. You can even see the tail door up there for some of the bigger bombers and things like that. So here's some of our restoration volunteers. First up is the F-102. Hi Bill, hi Jacob, thanks for watching. Jeff DeHaan, thanks for watching. So they got the tow bar hooked up to the front of the 102 right now. Opening the hangar doors if you're just showing up on our feed here. So because our hangar is so full, we have to do a lot of maneuvering to get things into place. It's not as easy as just hooking up a tractor, and they got to drive around, find the right way in. This is Eric. He's one of our staff here at the museum. Prior Air Force, helping us out today and every day. Eric, you want to say hello to our Facebook family?
Hello, Facebook family.
Oops, there we go. There he is. That's Eric Carter. How long have you been with the museum, Eric?
Going on 4 years in May.
4 years? Before that, what'd you do?
I was aircraft maintenance, aircraft mechanic at Oracle Aviation for a year, and then before that I was in the Air Force for 20 years.
Awesome. Well, what do you, here, hold on to that. While you're waiting for them to hook you up, what is it that you're using to drag this or to push this?
This is an old United tractor tow vehicle. It's from 1972, so it's 54 years old. We got it up and running, and now we use some smaller airplanes around.
Very cool. All right, I'll let you get back to work.
All right.
So they've got to hook up the trailer or the tractor that Eric was just talking about. They got to watch that pitot tube in the front. There we go. We're locked in.
You want this one to go like all the back, yeah?
Yeah, I'll walk you. Yeah, we can slide the side out of the way. Yeah, we're gonna go straight out.
So when you wonder what goes into moving these kind of things, you can see how close the pitot tube for this aircraft is to this one. So there's a lot of measuring, a lot of very slow, very careful movements. And here we go. Derek, welcome to the live stream. Dave, Mark, Bill, Helmut. Thanks guys for being here. We are moving a couple of our aircraft for a rental we have coming up, and I thought you guys might like to see this happen live. So you can see they already moved the AVRO Vulcan out back. It sat out back when I first started here. That sat out back permanently, but they are in full restoration mode right now with that thing. So that's fun. Getting closer and closer every day. Corey, welcome to the live stream. Now they're getting the big tug ready to move the FB-111. Eric, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for watching. Todd Pendleton, thanks for watching today. If you're just arriving, we're moving a couple of our aircraft out into the back lot because we have a rental coming up that needs some space. The annual Leprechaun Chase by Pink Gorilla events is this weekend, and they start their race right here in Hangar A. Thank you, Derek. One of our volunteers, Greg Shoemaker, in there. He says, "Don't show me, don't show me." Oh, that's inappropriate. Go. We're locked in. Got the canopy covered up. They're doing some restoration work on the canopy there, so when this goes outside, they've got to cover it up so we don't get potential precipitation or raccoons or anything like that in there. Pulling the chocks so we can get this bad boy moving. Stefano, Corey, Edwin, and Chris, appreciate you guys joining us today. If you're just showing up, we're moving a couple of our aircraft out for a rental that's coming up. And I thought you guys might like to see that. It's a process that not everyone gets to see, just depending on what time you're at the museum. We'll pop outside, and now we're moving the FB-111. The aardvark.
Do you mind if we keep the little one over there where it was? Like it was over like kind of in front of that wall, but it was all cordoned off and everything.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Okay. as the painters don't use it as a table anymore, it should be fine.
Yeah. So right now, Andy is dropping the wheels so that they get better balance when they're pulling this thing. It's a multi-use tow bar, so depending on what aircraft and what tug you're using, may depend on how high or how low that these wheels go. Brett, Brian, James, Patrick, Susan, thank you guys for joining us. And now the restoration team is coming up with a plan of attack, so to speak, moving the F-111 out into the back parking lot. All right, here we go. Sometimes, depending on which tug they use and which aircraft they're pulling, the polished concrete that we have inside the museum makes it a little difficult to get started. Obviously, this big beast had no issues getting the FB-111 moving today, but every once in a while you'll get the wheels spinning just a little bit because of how slick that concrete in there is. Makes for a good show floor, not so great for tugging aircraft. Again, the canopy is covered up because they are doing some restoration work on that as we speak. So they need to keep that covered from the elements while it sits outside for a couple days. So this process is similar, but quite a bit different than it would be on an active flight line. Obviously, there's a lot more rules and regulations when aircraft are actually going to be flying. They would have had to do things like a FOD walk down, which makes sure that there's no debris or foreign objects on the ground that might get sucked into intakes and things like that. We don't have to be quite as careful here because these aircraft will not be flying again. These are museum showpieces. Also, you notice there's not the same amount of wing walkers and things like that we would need if this was an active flight line. But most of the people involved in this process have been a part of that as well.
We want those out of there before we probably have room. We can tow them so that we have room.
As long as there's room to get them out. Yeah.
Let's see where we end up.
Okay. If you need them moved, let me know.
Okay.
We'll get a gauge on it.
He's gonna put the tug away. He's gonna be all excited about getting.
Do you want
We don't need to.
Do you want to talk to our people?
No. What? Do I want to talk
Yeah.
to our people?
Here you go.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
It'll be like,
Andy Beamer, our restoration director. I'm going to get on this side of you so I can get the airplanes behind you.
okay, nobody wants to look
So,
at me.
well, I got you, but that as well.
Heads up, you're about to get annihilated by a B-1
I don't want to get annihilated. All right, so Andy Beamer, our restoration director. I've been telling the people that you're moving some airplanes because we have a event coming up. What are you doing right now? Like, is that where that's going to sit? Is that where that's going to rest?
No, he's backing up that way.
Do you want both of them out?
We can get in
So that
position
the
to make a
111's
turn
not in
and
front
bring
of
it in here. I think we'll have space to go with it. We'll just make sure we do.
You sure?
Yeah, because if anything, the nose will be here and it'll be 20 feet out this way.
So right now, Andy and Eric are talking about our work trucks. We want to make sure we have room to get those out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're going to back that bad boy up.
Look at that and bring the tail over containers, but
Okay.
not into them.
Yep, because the goal is when the Leprechauns are here this weekend running, they're going to run out of Hangar A and then run around Mahoney. Yes, sir.
Okay,
What did you say?
Eric, you gonna go help them out? Thanks, man.
They're just going to turn around.
Okay.
Stuff. They're going to pick up that scissor lift right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, Eric's going over to help him out.
Andy, this is my
Sorry, I left you.
No, that's okay. Your microphone's on, so they still get to hear you. So watch the profanity, please. We're live.
Did I say something?
You did not.
Oh, okay.
You are okay. Although I think most of the people watching would probably understand.
Yeah, my brain's in restoration mode.
I know.
I
I'm
wouldn't say anything.
I'm throwing you off right now
Yeah.
to media mode.
How are we doing for space here?
People watching, are you guys, anybody have any stories or any experience moving aircraft? Put a comment in the comment section. Love to get some interaction here. If you guys, as you guys are watching, you're probably maybe at work, watching what we do for work. F-102 already outside. I think Linda will be pleased, yeah. Me too.
So,
And that gives us plenty of room to move those trucks if we need to.
room for the trucks, there's room for the everything, including they could even get the
Dumpster if they
dumpster
needed
out
to.
if they had to.
Okay,
So, I think we're good.
very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it's nice.
Oh, you want to keep it on?
Yeah, all day.
All day. Thanks, Andy. So while I got you guys on here, the AVRO Vulcan, in the process of restoration right now, got moved out earlier this morning before I was recording. If you guys would like for me to walk over to it, get up underneath it, show you where some of the restoration process is, why don't you guys hit me with a couple likes or loves? That will let me know that you guys are interested in getting closer to that thing. I don't want to show you things if you're not interested. Oh, there's a thumbs up. Okay, here's a couple. All right. It looks like you guys might be interested in seeing a little bit closer the restoration process for this AVRO Vulcan. It's a British bomber. So they're currently in the process of sanding everything down. When Andy finishes up, if he's got time, I'll have him give some more information on this. But they're in the process. They've painted some of the landing gear. we are currently awaiting the some financials to get this thing coded. Okay, real quick, Dan Corson. Dan says, not my story, but I had a friend work at John Wayne Airport at Southern California. Every Laker home game, he had to work late because Kobe Bryant would get a helicopter ride from the game and he couldn't leave until they put the helicopter away. That's an interesting story. Look at this big, beautiful bomber. As you can see, it looks a little bit disrepair, but that's because, I'll get up closer, they are actively restoring it. They've sanded down a lot of the, a lot of the coating, prepping it for its final coating. But notice that the wheel wells and the landing gear have a nice coat of paint on them. I'll show you up in here a little bit. Down into the bomb bay. Mark Fisher, a wheel chalk and an E4B at Offutt in the winter. Not a good outcome on the finger of crew chief. So here's the bomb bay. Again, if you're just arriving, we are on the underside of a British AVRO Vulcan. I was outside because we were doing some movement of aircraft, I should say. And one of those moving aircraft is the AVRO Vulcan. So we're doing a little bit of a walk around to show you what state of repair it's in. See, a lot of prep work has gone into this. As I said, we're waiting on some funding to completely finish this, but there's still plenty of little work that can be done while we wait for that.
Spencer, you visibility.
SB-111 is now outside. F-102. Yeah, AVRO Vulcan. I'll continue walking around for you guys. I'm sorry I stopped. Andy, when you're done moving stuff, if I got people interested in the process of the AVRO Vulcan, so if you feel like answering some questions, that would be
Explicating. There are people awake and on the internet right now.
Oh yeah,
That's shocking. So what questions do we have?
well, why don't you just tell us a little bit. So I got Andy Beamer, he's our restoration director. He's going to answer some questions about the restoration of the AVRO Vulcan.
Oh, well, the first and most important thing is to take care of structural preservation stuff, which means finding all the corrosion on the plane and fixing it.
Yep.
Which in this
How do you
plane,
fix that?
Usually by replacing corroded material. Like this thing has a lot of magnesium alloy skins, like especially on back here. These Elevons, their skins were all magnesium aluminum alloy, and they basically just kind of erode into nothing over the years. So we had to reskin those. If you look, come back, and you look.
When
at
you
the-
say you reskin them, what does that entail?
that means you drill the rivets that hold the old panels on the top of the framing
Okay.
off, and you take all the skin or the outer piece of metal off,
Yep.
and you put a new one down and rivet it down. So we had to do similar things to where the tail comes down, the sort of tail fillet there, that was all corroded. A bit of the rudder was also corroded and had a lot of rivets popped out, so we had to re-secure all of that. So that's the first thing we do.
So you mentioned that you saw some, when you were doing some of the paint removal and stuff, you uncovered a logo or something that you're going to try to recreate. Is that?
So this aircraft was the 500th V bomber. It's Valiant, the Victor, and the Vulcan.
Oh, okay.
The 500th V bomber goes through major maintenance at an RAF base called St. Athens.
Okay.
And when they did that, they sort of commemorated it being the 500th aircraft by putting that shield on it. And the
Okay.
maintenance crew took a photo in front of it that we found. So, and in taking paint off, we discovered that,
Still existed.
yeah, that
Oh, that's cool.
crest that had been painted over. So our plan is to, when we refinish it in the same paint job as it had when it got that logo on it and came out of its last big depot maintenance.
I think that's a
and-
good idea.
And put the crest back on. So,
Yeah.
so a little bit of history of this particular
Yeah.
aircraft.
You guys have already put some paint on the landing gear.
Landing gear,
and you're
the
getting
gear
things
wells.
prepped.
Yep, landing gear and the gear wells are done. Sourcing new tires was
Ah,
an interesting thing because
Yeah.
they're strange little tires, and they're usually very, very expensive. But we happened to find a guy in Kansas City who had a whole bunch of them in a warehouse and sold them to us really, really cheap. So we are able to find and put on new tires and foam fill them. So
foam fill them.
foam fill them. Yeah.
Why do you foam
Oh,
fill
yeah.
them?
For safety.
Yeah, because these are not going to go on a
Because
flight
they're not
line.
going to be on the flight line, so they can be heavy.
Right.
Yeah. Aircraft that are on display generally either have to be up off their tires or have the tires foam filled for public safety.
Right. Because if you imagine these big, heavy aircraft just sitting on an air-filled tire for, hopefully forever.
Yeah.
And
Tire blows.
that's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Bad things happen.
Yeah. So let's just take one more look under the bomb bay while I got you on the horn here. Oh, thank you, Reagan. I think it's pretty cool too.
So that's a fuel tank.
So there's a fuel tank hanging in the bomb bay right now.
RAF Waddington.
Okay.
If you see on the back, it says
Wad 9.
Wad 9. So, but that was just extra fuel.
Okay.
Normally, that would be more Bombay space.
Yeah.
So
The fluorescent light, does that come stock or?
that's a restoration edition for working.
That's so
on.
you can see what you're
That's
doing
so
when
good.
this thing that
When it's in the hangar, it pretty much blocks out the sun.
Yep.
So you have to put a little work lighting in here to get anything done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
So we got all kinds of oxygen tanks and
yeah,
all the various electrical components and
hydraulic, plumbing, electrical, everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
The skin that you're looking up there at is actually that upper fuselage skin that I was talking about. The part that got repaired under the tail. So yeah, this opening goes right up to the top of the aircraft.
Dylan asks, "Are you hiring?" Dylan, we're always hiring some positions, so feel free to get on our website, sacmuseum.org, and see what open positions we have.
So yeah, the engine bays just got closed up. We've been doing a little bit of work in there.
Yeah,
But
cool.
don't tow the plane with the engine bays open. So
No.
now it gets to be outside and get some fresh air and sunshine for a week.
This one spent enough time outside. I'm sure it'd be okay if it never saw it
I
again.
don't really like taking them outside again ever, but yeah.
But that's okay.
But yeah, little breeze, blow the dust off.
Yep,
It'll be all right.
that's right. Well, Andy, I appreciate your time today, and
Very welcome.
yeah, and I will do a quick walk around the other two aircraft that we brought outside.
All right. Have a good day,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Andy.
You bet.
If you're still hanging out with me, I'm going to take a quick walk around the F-102, the FB-111 that just got moved outside. We just took a walk around the AVRO Vulcan. Got to pick Andy Beamer's brain. He is our restoration director. We moved a couple aircraft outside today, so all of the excitement is over, but we'll get you. Maybe some of you have not been to the museum in a while and you want to take a closer look at some of these aircraft. I will do a quick walkthrough before I head back inside. It's cold outside today. If you have not seen our back lot, there is some items stored back here. We try to keep it as clean as possible, but we also need the storage space. So here's the 102, the Delta Dagger, I believe. Thanks, Dylan. The SAC Museum loves you as well. There's a Midget Man missile back here as well that we are currently in the process of preparing to send back to Dayton, Ohio. We don't have a space for it or a plan for restoring it, so it will make its way back unless we can find someone else who is interested in it. If you're unaware, most, if not all, of our aircraft are owned by the United States Air Force. They are on loan to us with an agreement that we will display them, restore them, be respectful to them. And we try our best here to accommodate that. The Midget Man missile that is in the back of our building right now, unfortunately we do not have the space or the doesn't fit our story the way that we want to tell it right now. And although it's a very cool piece, we cannot restore it. Dylan, these few are sitting outside right now, very temporarily, because we have a big rental coming up that required some more space inside. So a few of these got moved outside. Once I'm done with this live stream, we should be able to go back and watch the movement of these aircraft. The restoration team was out here moving the aircraft. They have since gone in where it's warm and left me all by my lonesome. There we go. So as I walk inside, I'll show you one more time the Vulcan, and then we will end our live for the day. This weekend we have a large 10K run presented by Pink Gorilla Events, the annual Leprechaun Chase. Happy March, everybody. I hope you're wearing green. All right, again, my name is Jeff Kolaski. I'm the VP of Operations and Facility Services here at the museum. I want to thank all of you for tuning in today while we move these wonderful aircraft out of the way, I should say, for some events we have coming up. But they will be back in by next week. They'll be back inside, and the restoration will continue on the Vulcan and the canopy of the FB-111. So thanks, everybody. Hope you have a good day. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll talk to you next time.